Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So for the very first time, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, they've been circling each other for the longest, not mentioning each other's name, but for the first time, they finally go back and forth. I mean, talk about a highly anticipated exchange. This was the one right here. I mean, they've been building up to this exchange on Twitter for years now. It all started with Shakur Stevenson saying that he wasn't going to fight for a 25% split because Shakur Stevenson is the challenger, and we all know that Devin Haney is the undisputed champion. If the fight were to go to purse bid, I believe it would be 25 or 35%. It would be something around that if it went to purse bid. But the thing is, the fight does not have to go to purse bid. A lot of times when there is an option for a fight to go to purse bid, both parties, they end up negotiating their own deal before it even reaches a purse bid. So when Shakur Stevenson says, I'm worth more than a 25% split, that is the exact reason why he's supposed to negotiate what he wants and not wait for Devin Haney to decide what he's going to offer. Devin Haney said, you will make more than you made in your last 3 fights combined with the 25%. Shakur said 25% is less than I made in my last 3 fights. Y'all people crazy. Then Shakur, he takes things to a whole nother level, calling Devin Haney the D word. He said, Devin the Duck don't want no wreck. I ain't trying to go back and forth though. Just go about your business. Devin, he responds, he said, duck nobody, check my resume and check yours. If you guys have noticed, almost every person Devin Haney had called out and tried to fight in the past, they end up getting into a little bit of a Twitter exchange. It happened with JoJo Diaz. It happened with George Kambosos, and then of course it happened with fighters that didn't get in a ring with Devin Haney, like fighters like Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia. And the majority of times this happened, it was Devin Haney that was the champion, trying to pursue a fight with the challenger. But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, I still don't understand why Shakur Stevenson has still never asked for any amount. He's never asked for a percentage. He's only saying what he won't fight for. But he's not saying what he will fight for. Now, in a more recent post, Shakur, he came out and he said, I finally feel bud. I get what y'all was doing to my brother over the years. Now, we know that Terrence Crawford, he's been chasing an Errol Spence fight for years. So is Shakur Stevenson saying that he was doing the same thing with Devin Haney? Shakur's situation is completely different from Terrence Crawford's because Terrence Crawford had never been Errol Spence's mandatory. If Crawford would have ended up being Errol Spence's mandatory years ago, we all know Crawford, he would have pushed for that fight hard. He would have forced Errol Spence to either take the fight or vacate the belts. Just like Errol Spence, he forced Kell Brook to defend his title against his #1 contender, Errol Spence. Shakur Stevenson has the power that Terrence Crawford never had at the beginning. So I think that's definitely a bad comparison. I mean, if you really think about it, this really has nothing to do with what Devin Haney wants right now. Because of Shakur Stevenson's position, he can force Devin Haney to either give up that belt or take the fight. He can also force a negotiation so it doesn't have to go to purse bid, meaning he will get a higher split. So all Shakur Stevenson has to do right now is open his mouth and once again tell Devin Haney what he is willing to fight for. Instead of going back and forth, you know, exchanging on Twitter and just calling each other ducks, you could be using that time to negotiate a fight. Let's see what happens. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.